Hey everybody, it's Pastor John with your midweek moment for this week. This week I wanted to provide what might be an answer for a question that I'm sure you have all been wondering about since last Sunday. And that question is, why do we light a pink candle on the third Sunday in Advent? If we light blue candles the other 3 weeks, what is it that makes the third week so special? Well, the answer actually goes back to the late 4th century. Back when Advent was still referred to, or was first called, St. Martin's Lent. It was a sort of a season of getting ready for Christmas, the same way regular Lent was a season of getting ready for Easter. It was called St. Martin's Lent because the day started on St. Martin's Day, which was in the middle of November, and that's what gave you 7 weeks of St. Martin's Lent between St. Martin's Day and Christmas. And what happened both in St. Martin's Lent and in regular Lent is that, a little bit better than halfway through the 7 weeks, the church sort of gave people a day off, gave them a day that wasn't quite so penitential as the other Sundays in Lent. Maybe it was a Sunday when they didn't have to go to confession, or maybe it was a Sunday where there was some spiritual requirement that was lifted. There was a Sunday, like I said, that wasn't quite as penitential as the other Sundays, either in regular Lent or in St. Martin's Lent. In regular Lent, that day was the 5th Sunday, the 5th Sunday of Lent, a day that became known as Laetare Sunday, because laetare was the first word, excuse me, the first word of the introit for that day. Laetare is a word that means rejoice. That might also help to explain why it became the 5th Sunday. And the same thing was true in St. Martin's Lent. About a little better than halfway through, on what would have been, I suppose, the 6th Sunday of old-fashioned St. Martin's Lent, people got a day off too. And that day off was called Gaudete Sunday. It was called Gaudete Sunday for the same reason that Laetare Sunday was called Laetare Sunday, because the first word of the introit on that day in Latin was Gaudete, which also is a word that means rejoice. So Gaudete Sunday developed as sort of the companion to Laetare Sunday, the Sunday that Christians sort of had off from that really penitential nature of both seasons. We no longer keep St. Martin's Lent. In fact, we don't even think of Advent as a particularly penitential season anymore. That's why the colors of the candles are blue and not purple. But the church has kind of kept the Gaudete Sunday idea. We've sort of kept this idea that the third Sunday in Lent or third Sunday of Advent is a day that's different from the other ones. It actually isn't as we observe Lent, but still we have kept that tradition of using the pink candle. So if you've ever wondered why we light a pink candle on the third Sunday of Advent, that's the reason why we do. If we had a Lent wreath and it had 7 candles on it, on the 5th Sunday of Lent, we'd light a pink candle then too. One other thing about the word Gaudete, it's actually the first word not only in that introit, it's also the first word of a very famous Latin Christmas carol. And I thought it might be interesting if we can figure out a way to actually do it, to let you listen to that carol, Gaudete, because it was a carol that was frequently sung on Gaudete Sunday. So that's all for me from the Advent wreath. Have a good week, and thanks.
Gaudete, gaudete, Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete. Gaudete, gaudete, Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete.
Tempus aedes gratiae hac coratabamus, carmina letitiae devote legamus.
Gaudete, gaudete, Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete.
Deus homo factus est natura mirante, modus renovatus est a Christo regnante.
Gaudete, gaudete, Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete.
Ezecheris pausa petransitum, unde lux est homo salus invenitur.
Gaudete, gaudete, Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete.
Ego nostra conscios
ex Maria Virgine gaudete, 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 Christus est natus, ex Maria